In this Sailing Doodles, we show you our anchoring technique, and then we show you how they party Puerto Rican style. This season of Sailing Doodles features Bobby, Taylor, and our special guest for the next few weeks, fellow YouTubers, Babe, Where's My Passport? So follow along on our journey as we set sail for the Caribbean in our 1989 CT56. This channel is made possible by our patrons. Thank you so much. In the last episode, we arrived to one of our favorite spots in Puerto Rico, La Parguerra. So, basically, we just turn her into the wind. We're pretty much straight into her now. And drop the anchor, and we should be good to go. All right, stop. Our anchor free falls down, and we use the windlass to pull it back up. There's two, so that's 100 feet.
Okay, so these little markers, they mark, so we had one at 50 and this is now 100 feet. And because we're 20 meters...
We're 20 feet.
20 feet.
So we want 100 feet of chain out.
100 feet of chain.
This thing is, it's your snubber. It acts kind of like a shock absorber. So you hook it on to your chain, and then I let more chain.
There's a knot.
Yeah. All right, so now I let out some more chain to where the snubber takes the load, because you don't want to just leave it on this, because if the clutch on this were to let go, you know, you just pull all your train out.
Yeah, exactly.
So do that until it gets out. You know. So,
oh yeah, so now it literally can't go any further because it's locked onto there.
So now I just have her back up. All right, back it up. So what I'm doing is I'm just waiting for that to pull tight, which it is right now. And you can kind of feel it on the boat.
Oh yeah.
You know, so we're turning into it, so it felt like it caught pretty good.
Yeah.
And then, are you backing down? Back down more? Alright, I mean, if we were dragging, you'd feel it skip. You'd feel this like skipping along the bottom, so we don't. Okay, you're good. So, there you go. Now we are anchored and set. Let's jump in the water.
Well, we spent all morning editing and doing some work. So now it's time to have fun and go to the beach. We're gonna go to the party beach, see what it's all about. Packing a few snacks and drinks and everything.
A couple little mangrove beaches and stuff like that, where one of them's like the chill one of them's the party one. We don't see anybody there yet, but just yesterday afternoon there was a few boats there, so we'll go hang out and see what happens. Should be fun. It was a fun little 5-minute dinghy ride over to the Party Cove. The area is a sandbar protected by a mangrove, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's where the locals go on the weekends.
Well, what do you guys think of the sandbar? It's a pretty sweet spot.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like a little pool. Everyone just pulls up in their boats.
Everybody's drinking.
You create like your own swim up bar, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's awesome.
And you've got these sweet views of these mountains too. Like, it's just beautiful.
This was a weekday and it wasn't too crowded, but on the weekends there'll be 40, 50, or even more boats out there. Mangroves are pretty cool. Inside the mangroves was crystal clear water and it was fun to go climb around them.
Good job, that was more of a fall.
might be the thumbnail right here. Yeah. It wasn't as crazy as it can get there, and it was a nice, relaxing afternoon. This has got to be one of the calmest anchorages we've stayed in a very long time. It's just well protected by a reef all the way around out here, and just so calm. And in the evenings, because of the land masses here down in the Caribbean, like in the same in Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico, is that you have the trade winds that are 15 knots out of the east pretty much non-stop. Well, as the sun goes down, the air kind of settles over the land and cools, and then it creates this like offshore breeze that just kills the trade winds, and you just get these remarkably calm conditions like we have right now. Just beautiful. Such a nice little place to stay. The south coast of Puerto Rico. I'm bummed I missed it 3 years ago, but definitely making up for it now. I mean, with a sunset like this, I mean, come on. It's times like this that make cruising worth it.
Good combo.
You like the jacket potatoes the British way?
Pretty good. Good stuff. You can go wrong with that.
And the tuna mayo, how's that?
It's a good combination. Tuna and cheese is amazing.
Next time we'll get the baked beans and then it'll all fuse together.
Right, that's what it is. Is that the glue that binds the English together as baked beans?
Exactly.
All right. It was a beautiful place and good company for dinner. La Parguerra, we're gonna go head into town. It's just right there. It's pretty close. I mean, it's just a short dinghy ride, but that sunset, pretty amazing, wasn't it?
It was one of the best, right?
Yeah. That's you get to see those almost. Well, not every sunset's that good, but that was pretty good. You get to see a lot on the boat.
Yeah.
All right, so at La Parguerra here, there is no like public dinghy dock, but because of at Marina Pescaderia where we just were, is Jose's kind of set up some. Well, he set up a guy that we can use his dock. We just pay him like $5 a day, and we get to use his dock as a private dock. So we're gonna do that.
It's a beautiful night.
I think this is the dock.
It's hard to believe it wasn't that long ago that people were still going out and having a good time. All right, guys, to a successful night so far. Puerto Rico. Pretty cool spot. If we weren't such lightweights and weren't up at like 6 a.m. and going to bed by 9 p.m., we might hang out a little later.
Do a little party. They were setting up like a DJ thing.
Yeah.
In the plaza there, just right across from where we were eating, and it looked like it would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we're little pansies. Boat life for you though.
I go hang out in the cockpit, smoke a cigar, and some whiskey, and be good to go. Yeah.
Yes.
Coffee. There you go.
We're home.
Get naughty doggy. That is fucked up. How is it?
Oh, so warm and nice.
Woohoo!
Great
Cool being buzzed by an ultralight in the morning. It's a nice calm day here. Speaking of ultralights, I have another channel called Flying Doodles. It's all about airplanes and airplane owners. Give that a shot. There's a link popping up down below, or popping up somewhere here, and then there's a link down below if you'd like to check it out. Probably got about 60 or 70 videos up there so on that channel. And basically what I do is I find people that own their own aircraft. I interview them about the airplane for about 5 minutes, kind of give the details on it, and then I strap about 6 GoPros on the airplane and we go fly. So give it a shout. This boat does not have a spinnaker. It had one at one point. It's no longer with the boat, but I want to get a new one, and I want to get a top-down furling spinnaker. It's just so much easier to use than a sock, because really, you know, with a sock, somebody's got to be manhandling down here with the sock and all that. It's just not as safe as a top-down furling. It's a lot easier doing a top-down furler, so we are gonna measure for that. And then I'm gonna have to make some changes up here too to accommodate that.
So we have to attach this to the spinnaker halyard, and that's how we're gonna measure it.
So I will have to make a few modifications up here to accommodate a top-down furler. Basically, the pulpit right here would need to be cut about there and kind of bulb nosed out a little bit, make it a little bit wider and a little bit deeper. And then I'll have to put a collar on the bowsprit where it can put a turning block to go up to the sail. And basically what'll happen is that on the top-down furler, from here down to the bowsprit, will actually just be like a little painter line. It won't be sail. The sail will start here and go up, so that way it keeps it out of the pulpit and all that. So got to get with Precision Sails, and they'll help me design something pretty good. We've never really used this platform for boarding and unboarding until like just the last couple days, because we've always had the dogs with us, and you know, the dogs obviously can't use a ladder.
It was a Saturday, so we wanted to go check out the party at the sandbar.
A little busier than last time.
It was a great time spending the rest of the afternoon playing around in the water. We'll give you some bonus footage in just a moment, but please click that subscribe button and the bell next to it to get notifications when we post a new video. Thank you so much to our patrons for making this channel possible. They get lots of perks like early videos and video chats.